you're the driver everyone talks about. Haley's asked for pictures of all the cars at the festival. It's called Horizon Promo, and obviously, we want action shots, fast ones.
I can do fast. Let's go.
For Horizon Promo, you just need to take a picture of your car, but it'll look better with a little drama. Let's head into the storm and find the perfect location. Okay, there's the turnoff. Some people believe mysterious things happen in storms like these. There's even a story of an explorer who got lost in a storm and only found her way out when she found a huge statue near the coast. It's just a legend, of course, but want to see if we can find it? Uy, this is increíble! The photos look great! But there aren't supposed to be any statues like that near here!
Perhaps it was uncovered by the storm.
Yeah, that must be it. Okay, I'll get these photos to Haley. We should go treasure hunting again soon, eh? I'll call you. Hola, hola! Remember the old book I told you about? I went and dug it out of a box at my padre's place. I want to try and find something.
And you need a driver.
And I need a driver. Yeah, bien. Head for Las Barrancas. I'll explain on the way.
So, what are we looking for?
My favorite book is called El Camino de Sidney Wolverstone, about an explorer who traveled Mexico 200 years ago. In her book, she describes these Atlantis she found, giant statues, but there aren't supposed to be any of those near here.
Giant statues? From an old book?
That aren't supposed to exist, yes. I've been piecing together clues from the book. Do you think you can get this car right into the river at the bottom of the Copper Canyon?
You really don't know me very well.
Copper Canyon is a wonder of Mexico. There used to be 6 separate rivers which came together to create the landscape that we're seeing now. 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon, covering 25,000 square miles. Oh, and the green color in the rock is why I got that name, copper. pictures here. In the book, Lady Sydney's expedition makes camp here, but that's just a fun story. Yeah, the book talks about setting up camp on an island and finding the statue in the afternoon light. It would have been about this time. That is increíble. How has no one ever found this before? Hola, amigo. According to the book, there is a statue at El Arco de Cabo San Lucas. Wolverstone said she found it at sunset, but I thought we could try an experiment. I've worked out where the book says the statue should be. We can set out and reach the area around mid-morning and see what we can find. Or the other option is we get to El Arco just as the sun sets. If you believe the story, that's when we'll find the statue. Meet me here when you're ready to set out. We'll reach El Arco by mid-morning easily. All right, let's get going. The sun's setting, but we have enough time to get there along the beach. I'm excited. Do you think we'll find it?
To be honest, I don't know. But I'm getting the sense that there's more to Mexico than meets the eye.
Botanista? A botanist, a natural historian, and a pretty decent artista. If you want to talk about las maravillas de Mexico, just read about her life. Which is interesting because they look Toltec to me, but even that isn't really clear. We know so little about the Toltecs, about the whole pre-conquest era, in fact. There are so many undiscovered sites, so much forgotten history in Mexico, so many things we don't know about the people who've lived here for thousands of years. beach. The book says, we found the statue by the ark looking out across the Pacific in the warm light of the setting sun. Interesting. The design doesn't seem entirely Aztec, but it does remind me of Tlaloc, the rain god. This is amazing. I'll work out where the next one should be and give you a call.
Where does the trail lead from here?
South and inland. I'm sure of it. I'll be in touch. There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it. Okay, we'll check out El Arco de Cabo San Lucas and see if it matches the book. Let's get there fast.
You read my mind.
By the ark, looking out across the Pacific in the warm light of the setting sun. I don't see it. Huh. Well, let's get some lunch and try back later in the day. Oh, I told you that was the best place to eat around here. Was I wrong? Aye. Okay, we need to get going. Can you get us to the beach before the sun sets?
You mean outrun the sun? Yep, I think I can do that. Even with the extra helping of tres leches.
sunny in the sun. Now, down to El Arco before we lose a light. And get your camera ready. There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it.
Right, that is freaking me out. It's right there. How did we miss it?
The shadows were really deep just here earlier. Maybe we just didn't see it? But now I really want to see if we can find any more of these mysterious statues. Hola, amigo. I've been reading the diary over and over. I think Lady Sydney's expedition came inland, but no sé, it's hard to find the evidence. Ok, mira, escucha. Listen to this. El pueblo de Mulegé, un oasis tranquilo. If she made it to Mulegé, the expedition must have traveled upriver. I still can't believe this. I used to take the book to mi escuela and my teachers told me Lady Wolverstone's adventures were as fictional as Pedro Páramo or Sherlock Holmes.
So she never got any credit?
Never asked for any. She said she was writing stories for her grandchildren. But if they're true, her story deserves to be told. And you and I can prove it. Vamos, to Mulegé. Let's go. We can start in the center of town and move outwards. Forget how beautiful Mulegé is. A ver. Let's get shots around here while we search. People have lived here for thousands of years because of the water and the fishing and, well, now tourism too. Lady Sydney must have camped on the south edge of the river. A ver. Hey, can you see anything? Wow, there it is, just there in the trees. How did I never see this before?
I've raced this road 100 times and never seen it either. Hidden by the trees, maybe?
Lady Sydney writes that a local bruja, a wise woman, said the statues were only visible on certain days in the rain because they are statues of Tlaloc.
I still think it's the trees hiding it. But call me when you work out the next location, okay?
Hey, amigo. Haley called to ask about the promo shots, but when I told her about the diary, she said they could wait. Come pick me up. We need to go. Ready to head for Agua Azul? Eso bien. We might get a little wet.
I'll keep the windows closed.
Okay, a ver. Okay, let me translate this part. Cool waters of Agua Azul quenched our thirst and inspired our hearts. In the heart of the blue water is where we found them.
Then, are we looking for more than one statue, maybe? And in the heart of the blue water? What does that mean, Owen?
So the question is, why was the diary of Lady Sydney Wolverstone published as fiction? She was really here. She really had aventuras all over Mexico.
Maybe she didn't want to be famous.
Or maybe she didn't think anybody would believe her.
Muy bien. Keep heading west. Muy bien, ahí estás. We'll turn off the road near the waterfalls. Okay, we're getting close now. The waterfalls get their name from the bright blue water. The name literally means blue water waterfalls. It has to be the place.
Well, if video games have taught me anything.
It'll be behind the waterfall. Claro, come on.
Look at them. How long do you think they've been here?
Oh, the pictures are good. And you know having pictures means no one can doubt us if we can find the statues again. Oy, oy, oy. This is big. I have our next lead. Meet me as soon as you can. I found more of Lady Sydney's papers, original drafts of El Camino. She made pencil sketches of formations that I recognize in the Valle de las Ranas, and she sketched one of the statues.
Lead the way.
Okay, so, fantastic creatures carved in rock. And she found the statue early one morning. And get this, it was after a rainstorm.
And this is another statue of Tlaloc. That is interesting. Let's see if we can find it.
El valle is east of Guanajuato. Mira, let's go. Valle de las Ranas means Valley of the Frogs, so I always thought the stones looked more like fantastical creatures. And Lady Sydney did too. She got sketches in her book. Imagínatelo, imagine it. Explorers like Lady Sydney came all this way with nothing but ganas y un gran amor for the wilds of Mexico.
She sounds like someone I know.
Yes, yo? I shoot cars for the festival. You do all the work. And my ride is a lot faster than her wagons, no?
We have slightly more than 1 horsepower.
Bueno, I suppose reading El Diario is one of the reasons I became una fotógrafa. I wanted to capture the same belleza she did.
There's a shot right here.
There! It's right there! Up amongst the rocks!
Today, the Valle de las Ranas is one of the most visited natural wonders in Mexico. Lady Sydney definitely knew a marvel when she saw one.
But the guidebooks don't say anything about a Tlaloc statue here.
I have it. No, perdón, no hay tiempo para explicar. Just come and meet me. Mira, I cross-referenced the final pages of the book with all the other papers I could find, and it's Ekbalam. It has to be. Lady Sydney Wolverstone's expedition headed south to Ekbalam. Ekbalam was only properly studied in the 90s, but we know very little about it, actually. In fact, researchers are divided on exactly how much of what we know about the Toltecs is historical and how much is Aztec legend.
So why are we going to Ekbalam and not Tula?
Wolverstone's book doesn't call it Ekbalam, of course, but she describes a large group of buildings, perhaps 20 or more, and a large oval palace. And listen to this. 3 large statues of the sort I have found in other places.
3? I'm pretty sure I only saw 2.
No, that's not all. She also wrote, the third largest of them in the same stone I have come to recognize lay to the south of the complex, only barely visible in the driving rain.
Well, let's get there before the rain stops then. rain letting up. Let's not dawdle then. Hang on tight.
The building and... there!
It's been fun, though I do feel like there should have been treasure at the end of it.
Bueno, maybe.
The treasure was the friends we made along the way?
You said that, not me.
So that's that.
There's one more thing. According to the book, Wolverson took a jade statue from the site, but lost it in the flash flood. I'll try and work out where that was. I'll call you as soon as I know.
Now I'm intrigued. Call me, yeah?
Ay, ay, ay. Hi there. Hola. Hey, woo! No time to explain. Vente ya. Come, meet me.
Thanks, Carmen. Is this about the book?
Ah, there you are. So I worked it out. Remember that flash flood? She was near an abandoned church along a river. And that has to be the Temple of Quechula. Ándale, vámonos. Drive. Claro. Head for the temple at Quechula. Lady Sydney has one more marvel to show us, and you're gonna show me how a Hall of Famer drives, no?
Wasn't the temple at Quechula flooded? I didn't bring my snorkel.
Ay, qué chistoso. Quechula is located on a floodplain, but after a long dry season...
The temple is accessible. I take it back. Let's go.
Down into the presa. See it? On the church. Oye, qué rápido! This church is 500 years old. It was built in the hopes that it would become the center of an important city, but never did. In 1966, the dam was built and the whole area flooded. Esta estatua. It's a small version of one of the Toltec giants, just like the paper said. Es increíble. This is amazing. Like a final chapter of the book I never got to read as a girl. I hate to say it, but it feels like this belongs in a museum.
I agree. But you know it won't be visible unless you go see it at exactly the right time.
You don't believe that, right?